Welcome to Violin Adventures number 25. This week was a little different. I had some special visitors and I wanted to spend time with them rather than work in the shop. So a shop tour worked out perfectly for this week. I hope you enjoy it and thank you for your comments and your thumbs up and your suggestions. I really appreciate them. Here we are coming into the shop. This has turned into a sanding area, which is nice to have it outside so we don't get so much dust on the inside. Then we come in to the shop. There it is. It's a working shop in progress. So I'll take you to the middle of the room and give you a 360-degree tour. Okay, so let's start. Starting here. This is the view from the middle of the shop all the way around and back to the beginning. Coming in the front door, we have cabinet with candles and accessory supplies that you can purchase. Over on this side we have our chess game, and I'm storing varnishes in that cabinet. In this cabinet we have violin reference books, which I like to keep handy and go right to, so they're easy access there, and yet I like them to be protected. There's some miniatures, and the cabinet here in the back, I would like to make that my clock repair corner, but so far I have not been able to use it yet. Here we've added another table, and I love this table to just put works in progress or things that need to be sawed. They're on the way into the machine room, which is just around the corner here. And that is, this machine room is being used right now, so I'm leaving it as is. Okay, coming around this way, more work surface area. I love to have tables, so the more tables the better. So many projects going on. Over here is what I call my apothecary corner. So we'll take a close look. In this cabinet presently are, each drawer is a different color, wax colors. So that's kind of fun. And then this cabinet is full of natural resins and natural coloring to use in the varnish. Down here you can see all the different things you can use for coloring varnish. And then up top we have coloring powders, and this cabinet is liquid colors, and I like to keep that well supplied. You want to see up close, we've got it graduated in yellow, yellow, golden brown, amber, brown, lots of brown, dark brown, red brown, and then red. And then up top are walnut and maple, different different things I use in the varnish. Okay, backing up. And then to go with that, here is my little collection of mortar and pestles. Now, I should tell you the layout of my shop. So if we turn over this way, my idea is this section here is for major repairs. We're building and repairing. So all the drawers and cupboards in this area are things that I would use if I'm repairing. Then backing up here, this middle section from here to here are repairs, like setting up a violin. So in this section we have, let's just take a look. In these drawers, I've got strings, all different kinds. And then down here lower, we've got cello pegs, tail pieces, and across the way, in this cabinet here, the top one here is harp strings, and then all these drawers are tail pieces and pegs, more pegs, things like that, more tail pieces. So these are all set up, and over here are all the tiny pieces you need when you're setting up, like tailpiece tuners and mutes. Just these drawers come in real handy for little pieces. And then above that is my scale when I'm weighing the powders and liquids. I use that to get it just right. And then up above is our display of what I can use when making varnish. Okay. This next cabinet is bridges, from one to the next. So here we go. In the top drawer, we've got little bridges, a little bigger, and these are all cello, all the different size cellos, all the way down. And in here, bass bridges. Come back up, and these are violin bridges. And I don't have these organized by size quite yet, but these boxes are violin bridges. Now, this brings me to most used cabinet. Okay, this cabinet is my key to the whole shop. It's on wheels, and I can move it wherever I need it to be. And on it are all the tools that I'm using constantly in whatever project I'm doing. These are the tools I use all the time. So here's some gouges and chisels. These I'm using when I'm making scrolls, carving the tops and the backs. When I'm doing repairs, this is my go-to. And then I've got an awl here. And then down below are chisels that are too big to put up there. And these are some of my favorites. This one I got at a tool fair. This fellow was getting rid of all his nice old tools, and I got a really good deal on these. So these are some good old favorites. And these are just things that I use, some measuring. These I grab, but these are my favorite rasps and files. And of course my pencils and Sharpies. And then in this drawer are the little things I use all the time and I want easy access to. Then down below, I love this. Someone gave me a bunch of these. Thank you, Tim. This one I filled with my scrapers, and I can just set this on the table, use the scrapers, and put them right back. And when I'm done, close it up and put this back down here. So this cabinet is my key. And what I mean by that is I have drawers of tools. I have drawers of these, drawers of the files, and I took my best out of each one and put it in the cabinet. So when I get tired of one or want a change, I can always go to the drawer and change out some of the other tools. Are my calipers. Now I'll show you what I mean by that. We go over to this side. And okay, I have some sharpening equipment. I am in the process of figuring out a little sharpening station because I don't want these sitting here. I want their own special home. So, but back to what I was saying. So I have the drawer here of just flat chisels. And here a drawer of rounded chisels. These are ones I don't use so much, but ones I've gathered over the years. Here are some saws. And then I have my best saws that are kind of too big to go in a drawer up here. This is a fast grab. This top one is like screwdrivers, things that odds and ends that I use all the time. Drill bits are in here. And over here, in this, I have a system of sandpapers. So this drawer is 100 and we go up. So by here is 400 and then we go up to, this is 1500 and we end at 15,000. So these, now I can just, before I just had a bin with sandpaper, now each drawer has a different level of sandpaper in it. So that's a plus. Okay, here's our table back to work on the violin. And then over here are repairs and a harp. This is my adjustable table, so I can move it up and down depending on what I'm working on. Over here is the bow rehair department. In these drawers, I have what I need to rehair, the tools. Here are leather pieces for repairs, little wood pieces for repairs, and more leather. Up here are for repairs, plastic pieces for gluing. And in this drawer, we have all the things, tools we need for peg fitting and bow rehair jigs. So those are in there. And then down here, those jars are the sealer, spirit sealer that I make, and it needs to sit, so that's a good place for them. Also the wood burning tools. And then down here we've got a collection of these old hand drills, and so I will change these out. And of course you got to have some hair, so there's the hair. And there's that desk. Okay, this cabinet is, at the bottom I have my jars that I can grab when I'm making glue or varnish. And these are compounds for polishing and repairing. So I also have glue, just regular glue down there too. This big jar is seed lac for making varnish. And we got glue up at the top. So this is all kind of repair things. Over here is a beautiful old grinder. This grinder was passed down to my mentor, Albert Muller, and now I have it. This cabinet, the top here is used for, this is my polishing station where I have dirty rags and oily things go in there. And then this cabinet, top drawer has things that are long. So we have repair clamps, repairs right here. The next drawer, we have lots of different kinds of hammers. Here we got the different size forms for the instruments. And then we come to the watchmaker's bench, which was designed by Tim. Basically, I told him what I wanted and we worked on this. So we have 3 beautiful drawers right there. And in this drawer I keep measuring equipment. This drawer are extra gouges. And here are calipers. And to the side, these are more violin setup tools. A nice little collection of old scrapers, and even a tiny one. Awls. I love awls because I use them all the time. So, and then down here we have the violin patterns for the forms that are up here. So I'm not showing you every drawer because you have to come and visit and see for yourself. But so in here is some glue, which I keep handy. There's some more. Okay, and then you know about here's my clamp rack. So it works pretty well, except for the tiny clamps at the top, which fall off all the time. So there's a pile. And then here is my little screw rack. Thanks to Tim for fixing that for me. So I keep screws that I use all the time up here. Different sizes. And then mixtures, what I find, I just put them in there. And these jars are nice because you can see what you've got. We're coming around to the varnish brushes. These are beautiful brushes, very expensive, but they do a beautiful job. Very soft goat hair. And dowels back there. This little cabinet is for making frogs and rehairing. So it's a nice old cabinet. In there I just have supplies for making frogs in different pieces. So that's that. This cabinet is a very useful go-to cabinet all the time. And high clock. The clocks all want to be noticed right now. So in this drawer are brushes and brushes and brushes. I'm always using brushes for glue or varnish or touch-up, and scissors. Over here I keep the clamps for violins, and tools. This is for mostly for purfling and rags. And then down here are my clamps for cello and some old violin clamps. This desk at this point is where I put things when I need to use a table. I need to clear it off. Everything will go over to this desk. And so it's a catch-all desk. Here's my hot bending iron. And in the drawer below, I keep the strap to bend with. In the next drawer is my drill with all the bits. Everything goes right in there, so I know right where it is. Okay, Forstner bits for that are right down there. So that's pretty much an overview of the shop. Here's a view from this end. I usually do my filming from this section here, looking the other way. Coming here is the little cash register area where I'll write the receipt. And it even still rings anyway. And then we've got an old paymaster, so if you write a check, I can stamp your check with the amount. Here's our new receipts. And here on the wall are violin displays, which I understand you can't get anymore, so I'm glad to be able to get these. So that's this shop tour. Straight ahead is where I make the candles. So we've got some in progress there. These rooms are still not finished. Someday we'll get to finishing them, but they're functional. So we have a real good security system that was in the house when we came, and we also have cameras. Well, thanks for watching. So, hope you enjoyed the shop tour. If you want more detail, just let me know what area you'd like to see. And that was a brief overview of the shop. Now, the best thing would be is if you would come and visit. Please come visit me, contact me, and we'd love to have you in the shop. Well, see you next time, and God bless you.